Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got quite a few things to go over. Various new Pokemon events have been revealed and announced. We also have a new potential Pokemon Presents rumor to go over as well, stating that we're going to be seeing one on the 7th of August. There's a lot of things to take a look at today, so if you're excited for the video, drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes, leave a comment, subscribe if you're brand new, and let's get into the video. So, starting things off, the first announcement is that Ho-Oh is now a playable character in Pokémon Unite. This was revealed a couple of weeks ago, but it is now live as of the 19th of July. We have HDvee here tweeting out saying, HDvee update, Pokémon Unite has added Ho-Oh as a playable character. Its Dark Lord style Hollow is also now available. Now, of course, this was data mined and then shadow dropped. Armarouge has also been data mined for Pokemon Unite. That may also get shadow dropped, or it could get revealed in a Pokemon Presents that we might get next month. Obviously, if we don't get a Pokemon Presents, then yeah, it's probably just going to get shadow dropped, just like Ho-Oh. But either way, that is a new playable character in Pokemon Unite. Moving on, we also have this Ogerpon event that is now live. HDvee here tweeting out saying, HDvee update, the Pokemon Cafe Remix Ogerpon's Festival event has begun. Snom in the ice cream cone is also now available in the delivery feature. And then a new Cook and Collect is also available to get Greninja Festival Finery. So obviously, if you're playing Pokemon Cafe Remix, got a couple of events that are now live in that game. And we also have all the Pokemon Sleep updates as well. This has just been like a week of updates for the first anniversary of Pokemon Sleep. We have HDvee here tweeting out saying, HDvee update, Pokemon Sleep has announced a new event featuring feature going live in September and in good sleep day from October. Boosted chance of getting a sleep style you haven't encountered yet. So again, these things are all going to be live like later on in the year. It could also always just kind of go over them again in a potential Pokemon Presents that we might get next month. So that's that. I also quickly wanted to go over this as well from CenturyLeaks. They're basically talking about this new kind of charging stand that's obviously available for the Nintendo Switch. We had Nintendo America tweeting out saying, Joy-Con charging stand 2-way is a device dedicated to charging Joy-Con controllers, yada yada yada. And we had Centro here saying, for owners of the current Switch models, this device will allow you to keep charging your old Joy-Con controllers moving forward. The new Joy-Cons for the Switch 2 use a different magnetic docking mechanism. So your old, I don't know what that's supposed to say. I think that's supposed to say, so your old Joy-Cons can't be attached to or charged with the new console. So yeah, I mean, obviously getting one of these would be kind of cool, but it doesn't look like it's going to be much use when the Switch 2 drops. So it kind of makes sense why they're dropping all this stuff now. Because obviously they still technically haven't announced when the Switch 2 is going to be available or anything like that. So they're kind of just trying to get rid of all this old stuff, or well, not old stuff, but they're just trying to get rid of all this kind of extra Switch stuff before the Switch 2 drops, and then obviously they'll announce the Switch 2. You'd like to think. Obviously, with the new Joy-Cons for the Switch 2, they might still be Bluetooth. They could be magnetic. We're not really too sure. There's been leaks about everything. About both sides of the argument, so we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, like I say, it could literally get announced at any point now. We just know it's going to get announced before March 2025. So wanted to quickly go over that. So yeah, those are the events, the Switch 2 stuff. Let's go over this pretty big rumor talking about a new Pokemon Presents happening on the 7th of August. It is titled World's Legends ZA Demo, posted by Anonymous. So obviously this was posted on 4chan, so take it with a massive grain of salt. But they basically talk about a demo for Pokemon Legends ZA, and also, yeah, they talk about this potential Pokemon Presents on August the 7th as well. So there's quite a lot to unpack here. So they start off by saying there's a Pokemon Presents happening on the 7th of August. This is where the first gameplay trailer for Legends ZA will be shown. The starters are Totodile, Snivy, and Litten. I don't know much about this trailer, but to expect the starter reveal to happen there. So like I say, whether this is true or not, that is something that I'm expecting to see in the next trailer. I'm expecting to see gameplay, and I'm expecting to see the starter Pokemon as well. I just don't know what else. I don't know why else they wouldn't show that kind of stuff. It's just, when are we going to get this next gameplay trailer? Is it going to be in a Presents in August? Is it going to be at Worlds? Or is it not going to be till like later on in the year? We really don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, apparently those are the starters, which is an interesting starter choice, to be fair. Totodile being in there instead of Piplup is interesting, but it could happen. We'll obviously have to wait and see. This is still kind of, I guess, following the Gen 257 pattern that obviously we got in Legends Arceus. Whether they carry on with that is yet to be seen. If they do, like Gen 2, 5, and 7 again, then it's most likely if they do another Legends game, it'll be the last Gen 2, 5, 7 Pokemon that they haven't used yet. Anyway, during World Championships, there will be new trailers for TCG and I'm supposing that is supposed to be VGC. Announcement for TCG is the return of Tag Team cards, now named Tag Team EX cards. Koraidon and Miraidon Tag Team EX card will be shown off. TCG Pocket will reveal its first expansions. VG, they will announce future home compatibility between Scarlet and Violet in Legends ZA, but only for the missing Kalos Pokemon in the Paldea decks. No new Pokemon will be transferable. They will tease Mega Kalos starters. So, trying to piece together what they actually mean by this. So it says they're gonna do home compatibility for Scarlet and Violet in Legends ZA, but only for the missing Kalos Pokemon in the Paldea decks. No new Pokemon will be transferable. So I think by that they mean like new Pokemon in Legends ZA, but the Kalos Pokemon will be transferable into Scarlet and Violet. However, though, I feel like if that was the case, that would have already been data mined. We got data mined Pokedexes ages ago, like years ago, literally, for Scarlet and Violet, and there's been nothing about that. Unless there's a major update for Scarlet and Violet, which there hasn't been one in a while. I can't really see how that is going to be a thing that they do. But if you can't transfer the new Pokemon anyway, it's just a little bit pointless regardless. But either way, I mean, it'd be cool to see the Kalos decks in Paldea, but I just don't see that being the situation that we find ourselves in. They will also tease the Mega Kalos starters, so that's kind of saying that Delphox, Greninja, Chestnut also getting Mega Evolutions. Now this is interesting. They say there will be a Legends ZA demo available for the World Championship attendees. Many content creators have been invited to the championships mainly to try out the game. Now this is legit. Like, a lot of people have been invited. I think more so than ever. I see it all over Twitter of different content creators from like TCG, from like VGC, from Pokemon Go, everything Pokemon. Different content creators have been invited to Worlds. Now that usually happens, but yeah, it looks like it's a lot more this year. Now, if they got to play a demo, I would be incredibly jealous. I just don't think there would already be a demo, though, available, especially if the game's not coming out till, like, maybe middle next year. I feel like a demo is it likely to be seen already? I don't know. Like, for the content creators, it'd be fantastic, and we'd obviously get to see more gameplay, because usually they give like stock footage and then the content creators kind of go over it and stuff, and their experience playing the game, which would be like sick, because we'd find out so much more stuff about it. And also we'd actually have content creators being able to play the game and telling us how it ran and stuff like that. I just don't know if it's a little bit too early for a demo, but either way, I hope that there is one, because obviously we'll get so much more information about the game and how it runs and how it feels and stuff like that. So we'll have to wait and see. Obviously we don't have to wait too long to Worlds at all. It's literally less than a month away now, so fingers crossed for a demo, hopefully. And then it says Legends ZA returns to the semi-open world formula from Legends Arceus. It doesn't feel limited though, thanks to the new exploration mechanics. I mean, semi-open world formula, I get that, because obviously that was quite good in Legends Arceus, but I don't know if this person is forgetting that we are kind of secluded to the city. Like, we can't, well, we're expecting that we're only going to be able to be in the city. Now, there might be, like, outskirts of the city where we can find wild Pokemon and stuff like that, but I don't think it's going to be going to, like, a mountain area and an ice area and a grass area, because that's not all going to be around Lumiose City. But either way, we'll have to... yeah, we'll see what obviously is the case with that. The synchronization mechanic from Scarlet and Violet returns in a much greater scale, so obviously that's the synchro kind of thing. The synchro mechanic replaces the ride Pokemon except for Go-Go and offers new ways to explore during the demo. Players may explore the city skyline as Talonflame in a similar fashion to Legends Arceus' Braviary and Scarlet and Violet's Koraidon, Miraidon flying mode. Skydiving with Talonflame is especially fun. We also have dive into the depths of Lumiose City's canal with Lantern, using the Pokemon's abilities to light up the darkest corners of the city's underdepths. Take a walk around Lumiose with Go-Go, ride Pokemon not synchro. Track down wild Pokemon and items with Furfrou, similar to Pokemon Legends Arceus' Ursaluna. And then race through the Lumiose City canal with a Gyarados, way faster than Lantern, but can't dive. I don't think we really need two aquatic Pokemon to ride in a game where there's probably only going to be a couple of canals. Like, I just don't really think that's going to be I don't think that's going to be very much needed. So yeah, I mean, the demo sounds like they'd be able to do a lot of stuff, and I kind of like the idea of the synchro stuff. But obviously, if you synchro as a Talonflame and then you like fly to a different location, do you then be in that location as a trainer, or do you just resort back to where you were as the trainer like you do in synchro mode? So, because otherwise, then what's the point of like the rideable Pokemon and stuff? It just doesn't really make sense. Either way, though, this demo, like I say, I hope that they get to play it. Like, I'd obviously be extremely jealous, but it'd just give us so much more information about the game. Other Pokemon can serve the same purpose as the ones shown in the demo, but not all of them. Mainly final stage evolutions can be synchronized with to explore. So the synchro mechanic can be used for more than just exploration. as it is the main mechanic of the game. For example, players can complete a side quest in the demo that requires them to synchronize with a Smeargle and paint a police sketch of a mysterious character of a portrait of a man with his Cyclops. That would be really, really cool, and that would just make the game have so much more kind of life if we were able to do things like that. So there were certain Pokemon, like gimmicky Pokemon, like Smeargle, like Delibird, stuff like that. And we could synchro them and actually play like mini games and stuff. So for Smeargle, you can draw different things. For Delibird, it's like maybe a packaging service where you have to send like postal things across Lumiose. I'm trying to think of other Pokemon that are like gimmicky and stuff, but you get what I mean. That would be kind of that'd be a really cool feature, and they just add like loads of really cool mini games to the actual Legends EA game. So I'm definitely on board with that. Really, really like that idea. It says the agile strong styles from Legends Arceus do not return. Instead, synchronization takes over as the new battle mechanic. During certain trainer battles and boss Pokemon fights, the player will get to control their Pokemon in real time in a similar fashion to Pokémon Tournament. It reminded me of the clandestine battles in the Detective Pikachu movie. So, I mean, I like that idea. I think Pokemon having real-time battles would be really cool, especially if we get to control the Pokemon. It would be very much like Pokken. And that would just add another layer of difficulty to the game, in my opinion. I'd definitely love to see that, 100%. The demo barely contains any story elements since it doesn't feature the beginning of the game, which it wouldn't anyway. It literally just, what I assume and what I know of like demos and stuff and people that have played demos, it drops you into like a random location and then you have 30 minutes to go out and explore and try and find as much as you possibly can. But obviously they're not going to have all of the main story stuff in that kind of little segment because then there'd be nothing else to discover. Then it goes on to say, but from what I've seen, it continues the Paradox theme from Scarlet and Violet. During the demo, players will be able to explore past Lumiose and future Lumiose, but how the transition from one to another isn't explained. And then says, from what I've seen, there isn't a new legendary Pokemon. There's new forms for Xerneas and Yveltal. They're past and future themed, but they aren't paradoxes, since they seem to just be forms. They have a beginning of life and extinction theme, respectively. Zygarde doesn't get anything new. That would be kind of cool. Like a beginning of life and extinction kind of theme to Yveltal and Xerneas. I'd really like to see that. That'd be really cool. Ancient Xerneas is fairy ground, can attach its legs to the ground like roots. And we have future Yveltal, who is dark electric, and it has a quadruped stance, gripping in the ground with its wings, cyborg-like. And it says, I don't know much else about them since I've only seen future promotional material and not gameplay footage. For the same reason, I don't know much about Megas or regional variants. The only ones I'm sure of are the Mega starters that will be teased at Worlds, so I'll leave it at that. Again, I think it's really, really unlikely for the Mega Evolutions to be teased at Worlds for the starters. Remember, for the past few games, we haven't found out what the starters are until after the game is already out. You know, for the Generation 9 starters, Scarlet and Violet was already out by the time we found out about those. Obviously, the Legends Arceus starters, I guess they sort of hinted at them in a trailer. There was like silhouettes and stuff, but they didn't actually drop them until the game was already out. I don't know why they do that, but yeah, obviously it got leaked and stuff like weeks back before the games even came out. But in terms of like promotion and stuff, yeah, it doesn't look like they would ever really drop the starters, especially not this early as well. Like, it would be something huge and it would be massive for Worlds and it'd get everybody really, really interested in Legends EA again. But at the same time, I just think that's like a massive bombshell to drop, and I don't think they're going to drop it like a year before the game even comes out. I just think it's really, really unlikely. But either way, the demo sounds pretty cool, and again, I really hope it's real because, you know, these content creators will get to play it and we'll find out more information about it and stuff like that. But either way, let me know your thoughts on that. Also, let me know your thoughts on everything else that we covered today as well, all the events and everything. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. It really helps out. Leave a comment, subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell for daily Pokemon content. Have a great rest of your day, and until next time, peace.